but welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would bring myself back into YouTube by kind of doing something a little bit more simple, I guess. I don't know. I've been really into fake freckles lately, so I want to show you guys how I do my fake freckles. It's a little bit different. It's not really makeup, and you will need to go to the store probably and buy this. I don't know why you would have it in your house unless you're a dude. I don't know, maybe. I just want to show you guys what I do. What I do actually lasts a couple days, so you don't have to reapply it every time you do your makeup, and it's what I've found at least to be the most natural way to do fake freckles and have it look really real. Also, I wanted to say that I got this inspo off of TikTok, and that's how I found out how to do this. So I am just sharing with you guys. If I can find the original TikTok, I will put it here now. But if there's nothing there, then I couldn't find it, and I'm very sorry, but to whoever you are, thank you so much. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna show you guys everything that you need. What you're gonna need is from the store, and I get mine at Walmart, but you are going to need Just for Men. And you wanna make sure that you get the Just for Men for beard, and face, and not the head one. The beard and face is obviously safe for your skin, so that's why I'm telling you to get that one. If you want to get the one for your hair and possibly mess up your skin, then go for it, but I use the Just for Men for facial hair. You're going to want to get the color light brown unless you have a bit of a darker skin tone, and then maybe you go a shade darker, but I use light brown. And what comes in the kit is you get a color base and a color developer, and then you get this little tray thing. So you're gonna wanna use the tray to put this stuff in it. So I'm gonna switch camera angles and show you guys how to mix these two together to get the perfect consistency and color for the freckles. Okay, so you're gonna wanna get your color base, and you're gonna wanna squirt probably about that much into it. Then you're gonna take your color developer, and you're gonna squirt pretty much the same amount, and you might wanna do a little bit more color developer. And then I use this dotting tool to mix it, and I use the big end, and you're just gonna wanna mix it until it's completely mixed together. Once it's completely mixed, you should get something like this, and now it's ready to put on your face. Okay, so now that we have our mixture, I use either a dotting tool like this, but if you don't have that, and you have a felt tip marker kind of with a small enough tip, you can use that as well to create the freckles. I like the dotting tool, but if you don't use it just right, it can create a little space, and so your freckle will look like a little brown circle with just skin in the middle. So you want to make sure that you're careful with that if you do use the dotting tool. The way I apply them, since I'm right-handed, I always start at the left side of my face and work over, so that way I'm not smudging it or anything like that. But if you also just use it like this away from your face and only use the dotting tool to touch your face, then you don't have to worry about smudging. Another tip that you can use when applying your freckles is to think about the way that freckles naturally are on your face. So freckles form because the sun is hitting your face and freckles happen. So the freckles that you have on your face are going to be more concentrated in areas where the sun hits more directly. So the bridge of your nose is going to be more filled with freckles than, say, the sides of your nose. And here and up on the high points of your cheeks is going to be filled with more dense freckles than, say, the lower part of your face. This part of your chin would have more than over here. If your forehead faces towards the sun at all, like mine, because I have a big forehead, it's gonna have more here than, say, over here. And then obviously here is gonna have a good bit as well. So just keep that in mind whenever you're drawing on your freckles, and also try to make sure that they don't look perfectly even, because freckles, again, are a natural occurrence, and if you have perfectly also try not to make your freckles too perfect. If your freckles are evenly spaced all across your face, it's obviously gonna look fake, because natural freckles don't happen like that, obviously. So these are just things to keep in mind while you're putting on your freckles. And so now I am gonna do a time lapse of me putting on my freckles. Enjoy. This is just the base layer of freckles that I have. After about 15 minutes of it setting, I'll go back with the remainder of my mixture and just add in a few freckles here and there in places where I feel like it needs it. And this is also gonna make them look more natural, because if you've ever seen natural freckles, which I'm sure you have, you'll know that not all of them are the same color or darkness. Some of them are lighter. So by doing this, you can create some lighter freckles on your face, and that'll help to make it look more natural as well. I also meant to say this before I did the time lapse, but if you have any spots where you accidentally smudged, you can use a Q-tip and just kind of rotate it like this to get it off. And that way you won't have any like globs on your skin that don't look right. You can also go over any spots if you did use a dotting tool. I do have some spots where it's kind of like how I told you, where it's lighter in the middle and darker around the edges. You can use that extra to go back over those spots and make sure that it's just completely covered, so it doesn't look like a weird random circle on your face. But once you have all your freckles kind of looking how you want them to and placed where you want them to be, you're just gonna let it set for however much longer that you have. I have about 15 more minutes, and after 15 minutes, I will see you again. One moment. Okay, so since I had time while it was setting, I went ahead and did my eyebrows for the day, but to take this off, you're gonna wanna get a rag of sorts. This is just a towel that I have, and you're gonna wanna wet it with warm water, and then you're just slowly gonna start wiping away. I'm trying to be careful around my eyebrows, because like, I don't wanna take off the eyebrows that I just put on. But if you don't have any makeup on, then you shouldn't have to worry about like wiping it precisely. Once you finish wiping off your face, it should look pretty red. I mean, you were just rubbing it pretty vigorously. But once the red goes away, your freckles will be finished. So once the red on my face goes away, I will show you guys what they look like. Okay, so my face has calmed down a little bit, and this is what the freckles look like. Hello, this is me editing. I forgot to say that if your freckles are a little bit too dark, like mine are a little bit too dark in some spots, I haven't done anything to them yet, but if they're too dark in some spots, what you can do is use either an exfoliator or a face wash and just kind of go over the areas where it's a little bit too dark, and that will lighten them up. Okay, thank you for this PSA, goodbye. Honestly, I really like the way that they turned out, and if you guys like them as well, I would love to see you guys try this out. My Instagram is SandraMUA with 2 A's after the R in Sandra. And yeah, that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content, because it should be coming. That also was in English, but ignore it, it's fine. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night, whatever it is, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.